Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about day one from the NFL Combine. We have some really good, interesting nuggets here to report to you. This is serious. Get on real quick because this is serious as hell, man. Because there's interest. All right. So I told you guys, a couple weeks ago that we try to stay. I try to stay on top of who the Cowboys have legitimate interest in, who they're taking a look at. This is important during the draft process, right? So, we've been covering a lot of names here of players, but when it comes down to it, it's about who the Cowboys interview, who do they meet with, all right? So early on here, obviously this is the first day, so a few names are coming out here who the Cowboys have interest in. And today we'll have some pretty interesting things here as far as pass catchers. Let's go over the list here of who the Cowboys have met and who they have meetings scheduled with. All right, check this out. All right, the first guy the Cowboys are meeting with, Calvin Ridley, Alabama receiver, 6 foot, 190. All right, obviously he's projected as a first-round pick. Could be an instant impact player, depending on what they do with Dez. If they keep him there, Terrence Williams is out. He'll be relegated to a backup position finally, and we upgrade there. All right, another receiver that the Cowboys have visited with, somebody that we've covered here, somebody near and dear to my heart, EQ St. Brown, Notre Dame. Like we covered here a few weeks ago, he is a game-breaking player. Can run the full route tree and makes plays and can get down the field. Okay, so he measured in at 6'5", 204 pounds. So keep an eye out on him. Another receiver here that the Cowboys have met that is picking up a lot of steam, DJ Moore out of Maryland, 6 foot, 215 pounds. In some of the games I've seen with him, I haven't done my own breakdown of him, but I did see one game of him and some highlights, and he looks pretty good, but I will dig deeper into him. He's getting a lot of momentum, anywhere from the second to a late first, so keep an eye out on him. Another receiver that the Cowboys, have met with, Deon Cain out of Clemson, 6'2", 210. Now this player has some size to him. Out of Clemson, he did have some off-field issues, so keep an eye out on him. Obviously not all these guys are first-round guys, but the interest is there for the Cowboys. If they're taking time to interview these guys, there's interest there for a reason. All right. Moving over to the tight end position, they're going to meet with Dallas Cowboys, South Dakota. He comes in at 6'5", 255 pounds. Pretty solid tight end. We haven't gotten to it. Foots and I, we've been covering a lot of the positions here for the draft, and we're gonna head over to the offensive side here soon. And myself, I haven't broken down any tight ends really yet, but this is a good tight end class, So keep an eye out on Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys met with him. Another one here that a lot of you guys are gonna like, Hayden Hurst, 6'4", 250 pounds, South Carolina. This guy is being compared to as a Kelsey out of Kansas City. This kind of guy, swagger, can run down the field, can pass, catch, and has swagger to him. So could be a Kelsey clone, which would be good. This is just very interesting because, like we covered, a few videos ago, the Cowboys last season had interest in wide receivers. Was that a practice for them for this draft? Okay, like these are the kind of players we like, but they weren't ready to pull the trigger really. They drafted Noah Brown, but that was a late round pick. Some of these guys here that they're looking at are more targeted in the earlier round, including the tight ends here that we just discussed. These are just a few names, and like I said, I will continue to update this list, and as we progress through this draft season, I'll get with you guys and break down my spreadsheet that will cover everybody that they've met with, from the Senior Bowl to the NFL Combine, the Pro Day, and the very important 30 visit. All right, this is where they get prospects that come to Dallas on campus for a closer look. The Cowboys typically pick from these guys. All right, It's not a perfect sign. Some of the names are hush hush. You know that they're not out there. Ryan Switzer was one of them. He kind of flew under the radar, and we took him. But that's all I have for you guys right now. Exciting news. Cowboys are definitely keeping keeping their options open at the receiver and tight end position. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think of these guys that the Cowboys are interviewing and then have legitimate interest in? Any of these guys that you prefer over the others? Where do you project some of these guys? And what do you think about these tight ends? All right. Could the Cowboys be in the tight end business for this draft? Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, guys, continue to like, subscribe, and share. I love the draft, man. I love it. Later, guys.